Okay, so to start, I pin the front of my excuse me, pin the front of my hair back to get out of my face. If you guys notice, I have a fan right behind me in my dirty room because it is so humid and it's so hot. People are texting me. So anyway, first up first, I'm going to take my Too Faced Primed and Poreless. Okay, and then I'm going to take my MAC Face and Body, and then I'm going to just put it first on with the brush wherever I think I need the most coverage. Now that I'm done with that, I'm going to go in with my concealer, which is, if I can find it, I have everything everywhere because I went out last night and I had to get ready in like 5 minutes, which is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW20. Now that that's done, I'm going to set my face with some powder. I'm using NW20 again. I am actually a yellow undertone, in case you guys were wondering, but I feel like this matches my skin a lot better than the NC, except for when it comes to foundation. Now I'm going to use a makeup sponge, just because I have some zits or acne and scarring that I would rather get more fuller coverage, and I'm just going to take it in the powder and roll it exactly on top of where I want it. I kind of just take a big dusty brush, blush brush, go like this, swipe it all over my face, because I obviously didn't hit up all the areas. I'm going to go back in with the blush and bronzer when I finish, because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with my eyes yet. First, I'm going to take a spoolie-like brush and comb out my brows, just to get all the foundation and concealer off them. And then I'm going to go in with my ever trusty Urban Decay Primer Potion. Just take a very little amount. You don't need that much. If you use too much, you can actually cause your shadows to crease, if you didn't know that. Just because it'll create too much of a base and it won't absorb into your skin, and it'll stay on top of your skin. And I'm going to go do one eye, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I kind of messed up and I put already the lid color on. I'm using as a lid color All That Glitters by MAC, which is, if you can see in my Z palette, I've hit pan. Yeah, it's my favorite color. Everyone should own it. Looks good with every eye color. I just use this fluffy flat brush, dabbed it in. I'll just put a little more on. Put it on. And then I went in, because I can never find it when I need it, this brush right here, which I got from Crown Brush. You can see it's just like a little pointed crease brush. It's not that big. And I dipped it in MAC's Night Divine, which is a coolie gray color. Now, with your eye open, you're going to go right into the crease of your eye by your orbital bone, which is where it dips in. You can feel it if you move your brush back and forth right in there. If you do not have a crease, this is the time where you can create a crease. Take this Sigma brush. It's a Sigma Blending E25. This. And I'm going to go in and I'm just going to blend out the shadow I placed on there. Going back in with this pointed brush, I'm going in with the Naked palette. I am taking the colors Hustle and Gunmetal. Hustle is like a brown purple, and then Gunmetal is like a gray. And I'm dipping it in here more, and then there, and then back, and there. Tap off the excess, and this is the color I'm really just kind of placing on the outer third of my eye. V third. But more the outer third than the whole outer V. Well, the outer third is more than the V. Going back in with the same mixture of the two colors and taking that under the eye to about the inner third, leave left blank. And okay. Now we're going to go in with Max Black Chalk Fluid Line, if you guys can even see that. And I'm going to take a angled brush from Sigma, an E65, which is kind of a chubbier one. Dip it in, flatten out my brush. And the liner isn't going to be very thick. We're going to start in the inner rim. I like using gel liner if I plan on having it stay on longer, because it stays on all day. Now, if you do not know how to tightline, do not like to tightline, you can skip this step. It does make your lashes look longer, and if you're not used to it, I say use a pencil. I'm just going to use the excess that's on my brush and go right in. A trick when applying this, don't look at the brush, look away. Okay, and then take a little bit more. And then you're going to make a little wing. Let me see if I can zoom in for you. Okay, I hope I'm in frame. Starting in the middle of your eye, just kind of doing a thin line. Following it with the rest. Very, very thin. So you get to here. And just flick it up a little bit. We don't want a major wing. Go back in with a little bit more product. It just started pouring. Did you guys see that? Where's my hand? And now there's a weather alert over there. Cool. Just go back in with the black and define it a little closer to your lash line. There's a flash flood warning. Oh no. Anyway. Okay. Very important. Curl your lashes. I use a Schuamora curler. 2, 3. And then I'm going to go in with Lancome's Sealed Booster X1. XL. Mine's so old. It's a sample I got from Sephora. Prime my upper lashes so they're more separated. Move to higher ground immediately, apparently. You guys can probably hear that. It is so loud. It is so loud. From the other side of the house. Okay. And then I'm going to use my Lancome Hypnos Drama. As you can tell, like, the label's, like, all off at this point. I'm actually going to invest and get a bigger one. I'm just going to touch up. Okay. Now that our eyes are not yet on, I lied to you. I'm going to take a little bit of an angle brush. Everything always just disappears as soon as I use it. Go away. From Sigma again. It's the old numbers, SS275. Max Floof, which is a light highlight color with a bit of a purple and pink undertone, because I have purpley pink tones. Over in my brown I use the Hustle. Hit it under my brow bone. Inner corner, I put too much. There we go. A really good color for this also would be something from the Naked Ivory stack. Would be really pretty. The one with the purple undertone. I do have that somewhere. I just don't feel like jogging it out. Now, I always contour my face. Always using Max Blonde, which is like this chocolatey brown color. And I'm using, a tapered highlighter brush from Sigma, an F35. Just dabbing that in. Hitting the backs of my cheekbones. I'm going to use my favorite blush, which is a Kevyn Aucoin blush in neutral. It looks like this. It's absolutely stunning. It's this really natural color with like glitters in it, but like I feel like you don't see the glitter when it's on your face. And I'm going to use one of V's favorite brushes, a round powder brush. It's one of her favorites. She picked it out for me. And I'm going to start with my lips. I already put Jack Black lip balm on my lips just to prime it before I start my foundation. It is a fantastic lip balm. It'll fix everything. I really suggest you guys all go out and try it. And I'm going to go in first with MAC Subculture Lip Pencil, which is a very neutral color. And then I'm going to take Viva Glam Nikki, which to me almost looks really coral on my lips. So I'm just going to dab it on lightly. I don't want crazy color payoff. And tap my lips. It just gives me a nice coral flush. And top it off with Urban Decay's Lip Junkie Lip Gloss, and I have no idea what color, but it's hot pink. And just take that a little bit. Hey guys, so this is the final look. I hope you enjoyed it. My hair is absolutely going crazy because of the weather. Did it stop raining? It was just pouring. As you can see, it's like kinking. Going crazy. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this look. If you do, please subscribe, rate below, tell me what you want to see next. I'm going to go have a wonderful day and have a great summer.